This week on Dude Stuff.
Oh, let's go up to level 5. Sharp surge and acceleration. Whoa! Yeah, it's quick. It's a quick little bike, I like it. What's going on, guys? So today we've got the Engwe X folding fat tyre e-bike. Now, before you click off of this bike when I tell you it's 250 watts, there are some factors which make it a lot more interesting. It's actually got a 48 volt battery instead of a 36, and for those of you who watch my channel, you know what adding more volts to a 250 watt motor can do. Also, I've gone in and I've unlocked the speed limit on the controller and on the display. So, without further ado, we're not going to mess about, we're just going to get straight on this bike and see what it can actually do. Righty then, guys. Since it's full suspension and fat tyre, I thought I'd start off on a little local field. Test it out for comfort. It's definitely bumpy over here, but initial impressions, it's pretty decent. So you've got a big comfort seat, which is very squishy and soft. It's nice. Got front suspension forks, you've got rear suspension, and you've got the added bonus of the fat tyres, which do soak up some of the bumps. And it's gliding lovely over here. As you can see, I've unlocked the throttle, testing the off-road throttle only. I'm not going to tell you the speeds yet, but we're currently going uphill. Doesn't feel like a 250 watt e-bike, I can tell you that. Just notice this has got cruise control, because when I let go of the throttle it was still going, so be wary of that if you get one of these. I think quite often these e-bikes, you hold the throttle on full for a certain amount of seconds. It's obviously more than that, and it just stays on continuous. We'll test that again now. Throttle's on full, flying along. Maybe it's 5, maybe it's 10 seconds, I'm not sure. And I'm going to let go. No throttle, no pedaling, cruise control. So it's going to stop and deactivate as soon as I hit the brakes. There we go. We're rolling now. Pretty decent, pretty comfortable to be fair. Right, maybe I should actually test out the actual pedal assist. Oh! Honestly, if anyone knows where to get a decent Insta360 mount for a bike, let me know. I've just bought an Insta360 mount and it seems a lot more secure than the other ones I've had, and within the first 2 minutes of using it the bolt snapped, and as you probably see there, the camera dropped on the ground. Right guys, we're back with a new Insta360 mount. We're going to try this again. Bike rides lovely over light off-road terrain, nice and comfortable. But I know the question everyone wants to know is, how fast is this 250 watt e-bike? Being 48 volts, I think that is one of the main key interesting factors about this bike. I mean, it's a good all-rounder as well anyway, obviously being dual suspension, folding, whether you use the folding mechanism or not, which you've got down there. Handlebars fold down. For the eagle-eyed people out there, you'll see that I have mounted the handlebar stem back to front. Quite like the laid-back position myself, but the handlebar folds down from this lever. Let's see what this thing can do top speed. Unlocking it to level 5. Whoa. It's pretty quick for a 250 watt. It's flying. Oh. Right, what do you reckon that was then, guys? Tell you now, I saw the speedo max out at 57.4 kilometers an hour. I'll put up on the screen now what that is in miles an hour. In fact, no, I won't. I'm gonna put it on my phone now. Wow. I mean, I don't know, I mean, I imagine the speedo is going to be pretty accurate. 57.4 kilometers an hour equates to 35.667 miles an hour. So rounded up almost 36 miles an hour. It's pretty incredible for a 250 watt, don't you think? Regardless of whether it was going downhill. Right, going to struggle to pedal up this hill, so I'm going to have to, where I've got the pole mounted, I'm going to struggle to pedal, so I'm going to have to try and use the throttle. So let's see what this bike's like going up hills as well. Let's go. Come on, 250 watts. See if I can pedal. I'm going to change the angle of the camera so I can try and get some pedaling on the go. Sorry for the weird camera angles today, guys. Right, let's go. That's better, I can pedal now. That's not so bad. I mean, it's a fairly chunky bike with just a 250 watt motor. Just having to give a little bit of assistance to the pedaling. Well, I think we're doing about 16 miles an hour on a really big steep hill. Definitely better than walking. That's pretty impressive. Pretty damn impressive. Oh, we're in cruise control now. Let's have a little chat about this bike. Who do I think this is good for? Well, I mean, obviously the folding thing's handy for someone that needs to keep the bike in an apartment or in a small space. Commuters, people that might want to take a bike in an RV or a camper van. There's loads of reasons why you might want a folding e-bike. But then it's sturdy enough to not even bother using the folding mechanism if you don't need to. So that's really practical. And it's comfortable, obviously, because you've got front and back suspension. Albeit fairly cheapish components, but they get the job done. And they certainly make a big difference to not having suspension, for sure. Got a nice HD display, gives you everything you want to know. Not sure if you can change that to miles an hour or not, but it does all the bits you need to do. Obligatory bell, which isn't done up. Yeah, you've got your level assist, you've got lights. This has also got a built-in brake light, which is really sick. I really like that. You've got Shimano 7-speed gears. I think it's 7-inch, whatever that equates to in millimeters. You've got your disc brakes. I think they're mechanical, but as you can see, they've got plenty of power to get the job done. With the half twist throttle, you can disable that in the settings. You can check out on YouTube quite easily how to do that and to unlock the speed if you wish to. Obviously, doing a YouTube review, I want to show people in every country the maximum capabilities of this bike. I think it's just another one of them awesome all-rounder bikes. I mean, you can't get better value for money nowadays than some of the things like Engwe bring out and a few other brands. Seat's nice and comfortable. What do you guys think of the backwards stem? I mean, I'm not sure if it looks a bit weird, but I prefer that than being all dorky and upright. It's just a bit more laid back and a bit more cruisy. Let's give it some beans. Oh, let's go up to level 5. Sharp surging acceleration. Yeah, it's quick. It's a quick little bike, I like it. We're going to go up that hill again a second time. It's pretty nimble for a little folding flat bike. Frame's quite sturdy, even though it's obviously got folding mechanism built into it. It's not rattly at all. I'm going to use that cruise control to up this hill this time. So once the cruise control's locked in, I wonder if it comes up on the display when it's on. Doesn't come up on the display, I wish it did. Doesn't matter anyway, so we've got cruise control on, starting from the very bottom of this huge hill this time. I mean, if you're commuting on this, it's lovely, isn't it? It's way better than walking or getting on the bus with the bus wankers. Got some ergonomic grips for resting your palms on. I opted for this bike in the red colour that you see. It's kind of like a matte orange red. I like it, it just makes a bit of difference. The majority of Engwe's that I see are normally in white. I'm sure I've done reviews on at least one white Engwe before and just fancy something a little bit different. I quite like the red with the black wheels myself. I didn't realise it was going to be in this matte kind of finish, but I like it, it's good. Slowing down a little bit now. A little bit of pedalling, nothing too strenuous. Second time up this huge hill. So if you're looking for a all-round good value UK road legal 250watt e-bike, I haven't really got anything negative to say about it. Generally, I can't think of nothing. It's decent value for money. The battery's 48 volts, like I said before. 13 amp hours, which I believe is about 624 watt hours, something like that. That's really not bad for a 250 watt legal e-bike. Normally about 9, 10, 13 amp hours, 36 volts, so you're normally talking around 400 watt hours on the battery, so you're getting a more powerful battery. If you wish to unlock it, based on your own country and regulations, you're going to get decent performance out of a 250 watt motor, I can tell you that. I mean, look, we're getting to the top of the hill now, going onto flat road, cars trying to kill me. Now look, see what it does. Now the road's levelled out, cruise control. How good is this cruise control? I'm flying along. Absolutely flying along. I like this laid back position with the handlebar stem. Taxi drivers, eh? Let's use the throttle to get out. I like this bike, genuinely do. Can you guys think of anything negative to say? For someone who's looking for saying that hits all the, I mean, that's normally people are either after saying good value for money, quick enough, reliable enough, pretty decent range, and, you know, it just ticks everything. What do you guys think? Alright guys, so what do you think? I just think for those that don't want to spend more than like £1,000 on an e-bike, it's probably best all-round bang for buck. You can't really beat some of these brands like Engwe. What you get for money, I think this is about $1,150 on their website at the moment, which is, it's a lot of value for money in it for a full suspension, folding, luggage carrier rack. It's got literally everything you need. I'm going to leave all the links for the any discount codes they give me, links for buying this bike in the video description, so check that out. And yeah, recommend this one. It's definitely a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in a video soon. Take it easy.